Prepare yourself for a revelation that will challenge everything you have heard about spiritual gifts. What if I told you that not all of the chosen ones recognize these incredible talents when they appear? The truth is that many people confuse these signs with simple coincidences or even obstacles. But today I will show you how these mysterious gifts, which may seem frightening to some, are in fact powerful keys for spiritual advancement. Imagine discovering that what you once believed was a weakness is actually a sign that you are destined for something greater, much greater. These gifts are not for everyone. They are reserved for those who are ready to awaken and embrace their true purpose. If you have ever wondered whether you are part of this select group, this video could completely change your perspective, so keep watching, because what comes next may be the missing piece in your spiritual journey. As you reflect on all of this, I want to ask you a question. Have you experienced something inexplicable? A spiritual gift that once seemed incomprehensible, but is now beginning to make sense? This could be the moment when your path takes on a new meaning. If so, share your experience, and please leave a comment telling us where you are watching from. This brings us closer together and allows us to create a community where we exchange knowledge and grow together. Are you ready to uncover the mysteries of these extraordinary talents and understand how they shape the spiritual path of the chosen ones? Then let us begin. Spiritual gifts are not simple abilities acquired throughout life. They transcend the ordinary and connect directly to a divine source, a flow of energy that goes far beyond human understanding. While natural talents such as playing an instrument or being a good communicator can be developed by anyone, spiritual gifts are something more. They are divine offerings delivered in an almost mysterious way. These gifts serve a higher purpose and are often interconnected with deep spiritual missions that not only benefit the bearer but also transform the lives of those who cross their path. They are like beacons, guiding and illuminating not only those who possess them, but everyone around them. But what exactly are these gifts? How can we describe them simply without diminishing their magnitude? They are abilities that defy logic and common understanding. They do not come from practice or effort, but from a higher source that provides a direct channel between the individual and the divine. Imagine something that cannot be explained by the senses or by reasoning. These gifts are subtle, almost imperceptible to untrained eyes, yet they carry immense power capable of changing destinies. They reveal themselves at precise moments as if they were divine summons, reminders that there is something far greater than what our eyes can see. These gifts are both a blessing and a sacred responsibility. Being a bearer of a spiritual gift requires wisdom, compassion, and purity of intention, because they hold the power to transform lives and open doors to enlightenment. Being chosen goes beyond simply receiving these gifts. It means understanding that you are part of a greater plan, a purpose that transcends ordinary human experience. The chosen ones are guardians of spiritual knowledge that must be shared, a light that must remain lit to guide those who have not yet awakened. Imagine the universe as a vast cosmic tapestry where each thread has its place and function. The chosen ones are the strategic threads that trace the most complex and profound patterns of this divine work. Their gifts are the tools that allow them to shape this tapestry, weaving paths of transformation and enlightenment for all who encounter them. But with this power comes responsibility. These gifts are not trophies to be admired, but sacred instruments to be used for the collective good. Spiritual gifts not only confirm the connection between the chosen one and the divine, but also reinforce the mission assigned to them. They are not meant to be hidden or withheld, but to be used wisely, guiding others along the path of light and awakening. For many, Becoming aware that their gifts serve a higher purpose within the divine plan brings both a profound sense of meaning and a certain emotional weight. After all, recognizing oneself as chosen means accepting the mission of using these gifts to transform lives, a calling that cannot simply be ignored. From the moment a person awakens to these talents, there is an almost irresistible force that pushes them to put them into practice for the greater good. This inner drive defines the very essence of being chosen. It is not an ordinary choice, but a spiritual summons with deep consequences. Ignoring this calling would be like denying an essential part of oneself, creating an inner emptiness that is difficult to fill. These spiritual gifts are far more than signs of a special connection with the universe. They are living proof that the chosen one is in perfect harmony with the divine energies that permeate existence. This harmony manifests in subtle yet powerful ways: intuition that seems infallible, synchronicities that appear at exactly the right moment, and a constant sense that one's actions are being guided by a higher force. For many chosen ones, these gifts also act as a direct bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. They become messengers of truth, capable of perceiving realities invisible to most people and accessing hidden wisdom revealed only to those who are ready. These gifts function as a spiritual lens through which the chosen ones see the world with greater clarity and depth. Those who possess the gift of healing, for example, can feel vital energy flowing through all forms of life. When they detect any imbalance, they are able to restore harmony through their presence or their touch. It is as if their hands carry the force of the universe itself. In the same way, those who have the gift of spiritual vision or clairvoyance possess the ability to see beyond superficial appearances, revealing hidden truths behind visible reality. It is as if they have access to secret knowledge reserved only for souls prepared to receive it. What is most fascinating is that this connection between the gifts and the spiritual mission of the chosen one functions as a continuous cycle of growth. The more the chosen one accepts and develops their gifts, the more aligned they become with their divine purpose. And the more aligned they are with that purpose, the stronger and more evident their gifts become. This journey of discovery and development is not static. It is a dynamic process that unfolds throughout the entire life of the chosen one. The spiritual path does not reveal itself all at once, and the gifts, although part of the chosen one's essence, often emerge gradually as self-knowledge deepens and understanding of one's role in the universe expands. This gradual awakening allows the chosen one to adjust to their purpose, assimilating the immensity of what has been entrusted to them. Step by step, they discover a new path filled with revelations and challenges, but also with a sense of mission that gives life profound meaning. Over time, these spiritual gifts cease to be something separate from who they are and become an intrinsic part of their essence, influencing every action, every choice, and even the way they perceive the world around them. It is as if a new vision is developed, one capable of perceiving the invisible layers of reality, and this profoundly shapes their life experience. When we speak of the spiritual gifts that accompany the chosen ones, it is essential to recognize that these talents vary from person to person. Each chosen individual carries a unique mark of divinity, expressed through abilities that reflect their individual mission. However, there are certain gifts that, by their nature, are more common among those who possess this deep connection with the divine. These are gifts that act as keys to hidden doors, revealing a broader understanding of both the physical and spiritual worlds. With these gifts, the chosen one gains a unique ability to navigate life, seeing beyond appearances and capturing nuances that go unnoticed by others. These talents are not simple skills. They are living manifestations of a connection to something far greater. Acute intuition, for example, can become an inner compass that guides the chosen one in decision-making. while other gifts such as healing or clairvoyance serve as bridges between the visible and the invisible. These gifts provide a unique sensitivity, a kind of sixth sense that amplifies the chosen one's perception, allowing them to understand not only what lies before them, but also the subtle energies flowing behind every situation. More than practical tools, these gifts represent a spiritual responsibility. They are not granted by chance, but with the expectation that they will be used to uplift and transform both the chosen one and those they touch. Each gift is an essential piece of a greater puzzle, and the more the chosen one advances in their mission, the clearer their role becomes within the grand plan of the universe. Therefore, these talents are far more than keys. They are divine instruments that open the way to a life lived in fullness, sensitivity, and deep connection with what is most sacred. Now let us dive into the most common spiritual gifts among the chosen ones, beginning with intuition. Often the first sign that someone is connected to something much greater. Intuition for many is described as an inexplicable gut feeling, but for the chosen ones it is far more powerful. It is as if they are tuned into a higher frequency, receiving information directly from the universe beyond the reach of ordinary senses. It is not mere guesswork, but a deep perception that connects them to hidden truths, revealing signs and paths that guide their decisions with almost supernatural precision. This heightened intuition causes the chosen one to stand out, not only because they seem ahead of their time, but because they are able to understand events that have not yet occurred. They see beyond the obvious, detect invisible patterns, and perceive synchronicities that escape most people. It is as if they are always one step ahead, not for personal advantage, but because the universe communicates directly with them, providing valuable guidance for their journey. Most impressively, this intuition does not guide only the chosen one, it also serves as a compass for those around them. By anticipating important changes or sensing events that affect the lives of others, the chosen ones naturally become advisors. Their intuition proves accurate and reliable, often manifesting through vivid dreams or visions that carry clear messages. They can instantly sense the energy of a person or a place, as if an invisible field reveals everything that is hidden. This gift of deep perception transforms them into true spiritual guides, always alert and ready to help, offering counsel that transcends rational thinking. Yet it is important to remember that this gift is more than a simple ability to foresee. It is a tool of spiritual protection. Intuition acts as an invisible shield, warning the chosen one of dangers or obstacles before they materialize. It connects them intimately with the flow of life, allowing them to navigate challenges with grace and wisdom. This constant reminder that they are guided, protected, and deeply connected to something infinitely greater than themselves gives this gift immense value. The power to know, to see beyond, transforms lives, both the lives of the chosen ones and of all those fortunate enough to cross their path. Among the chosen ones, there are those who possess an extremely rare and powerful gift, the ability to communicate directly with the divine. This communication can manifest in many ways, from deep prayer and meditation to visions, revelations, and even direct dialogues with spiritual beings or angels. These individuals act, in a sense, as intermediaries between the spiritual world and the physical world. They receive clear messages that can guide not only their own lives, but also help orient others along their paths. For many, this communication occurs during moments of stillness, such as prayer or meditation, when they access a higher state of consciousness and receive answers to their deepest questions. These messages are not always verbal. They may appear as signs, images, or even physical sensations. The chosen one may be warned about future events, receive guidance for themselves or others, or be called to a specific spiritual mission. What matters is that these communications are not imaginary. They are real, deeply impactful experiences that can alter the course of one's life. Another common spiritual gift among the chosen ones is clairvoyance, or the ability to see beyond what physical eyes can perceive. Clairvoyance allows the chosen to access information that is hidden or beyond the reach of ordinary senses. It may manifest as visions of the future, the past, or spiritual dimensions that most people cannot access. These glimpses of the invisible are often symbolic, requiring the chosen one to interpret what is being shown. Over time, however, many develop an intuitive understanding of these messages, becoming capable of using them to guide their decisions. Closely related to clairvoyance is precognition, the ability to know things without any logical explanation. Unlike clairvoyance, which involves seeing, precognition is a deep and unshakable knowing. The chosen one simply knows what is happening or what is about to happen, without needing a vision or clear evidence. This ability can be extremely valuable in decision-making, as it brings absolute certainty about the correct path to follow. Among spiritual gifts, empathy is perhaps one of the most moving, and in the chosen ones it manifests in an almost supernatural way. Those who possess this gift do not merely understand the emotions of those around them, they feel them on a deep, visceral level. It is as if their souls are intertwined with the souls of others, allowing them to experience pain, joy, and every emotion in its purest form, as if it were their own. This intense emotional connection is not just an ability to comprehend, it is a shared experience, where the chosen one becomes a living mirror of another's emotions. With such deep empathy often comes the gift of healing. For the chosen ones, empathy is not only a way to recognize suffering, but a call to action, an uncontrollable impulse to relieve the pain they feel in others. The healing they offer can occur on multiple levels. On an emotional level, many chosen ones become true balms for wounded souls, offering words of comfort, wisdom during times of crisis, and a presence that brings peace. Others possess the ability to channel this healing energy physically, whether through the laying on of hands, natural practices, or simple acts of compassion that restore balance to the body and mind. This healing gift, however, goes far beyond a learned technique. It is a spiritual energy that flows through the chosen one, as if they were open channels for the divine. They do not heal by their own power. Rather, they serve as vessels for a greater force, an energy that transcends human understanding. It is common for such individuals to naturally attract those who are suffering, as if an invisible force guides the needy toward them. Knowing the chosen one can offer not only relief, but true restoration of inner peace and physical balance. The healing touch of a chosen one is more than a gesture. It is a transfer of sacred energy, a connection between the soul of the healer and the soul of the one receiving healing. This healing is not limited to the physical realm. It touches the spirit, renewing vital force and restoring lost harmony. Often, those who seek help from the chosen sense, even without knowing why, that they are in the presence of something greater, a light capable of dispelling darkness and restoring inner peace. It is this gift, this unique ability to heal and transform, that makes the chosen ones not only counselors or healers, but true beacons of hope and spiritual renewal. Recognizing your own spiritual gifts can be a deeply transformative journey, but it can also be challenging. Many times these gifts manifest in subtle ways and can therefore go unnoticed or be mistaken for ordinary abilities. However, if you feel that there is something within you that connects you in a special way to the spiritual realm, to the invisible, or even to the emotions of those around you, this may be a clear sign that you possess spiritual gifts. Here are some reflections and practices that can help you identify and develop these gifts. Begin by paying close attention to your intuition. One of the simplest ways to recognize spiritual gifts is to observe how your intuition operates. In many cases, these gifts appear as a sense of knowing something without any logical explanation. This may arise as a sudden feeling that something is about to happen, or as an inner guidance about which path to follow, even when external circumstances suggest otherwise. Ask yourself how often you have experienced this sense of knowing before events unfolded. If this happens frequently and proves accurate, your intuition may be revealing itself as one of your spiritual gifts. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. Dreams can be a powerful bridge between the spiritual and physical worlds. Often, spiritual gifts manifest through symbolic dreams or visions. If you experience vivid dreams filled with messages or notice recurring patterns, this may be the universe's way of communicating with you. Write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Over time, you may begin to notice recurring themes or messages that bring clarity to situations in your life. The same applies to intuitive flashes or visions that arise while you are awake. These moments are signs that your spiritual sensitivity is emerging and that you have the ability to receive information from the spiritual plane. Meditate and quiet the mind. Meditation is a fundamental tool for those who wish to discover and develop their spiritual gifts. When we meditate, we enter a state of mental stillness that allows spiritual insights to become clearer and more accessible. In this space of silence, gifts can manifest more distinctly because we are open to receiving messages and energies that are normally drowned out by the noise of everyday life. During meditation, focus on your breathing or on an imagined point of light. Allow your mind to relax and observe any thoughts, sensations, images, or feelings that arise. You may receive insights or emotions that deepen your understanding of who you are on a spiritual level. Practice self-reflection. Spiritual gifts often become more evident when we dedicate time to self-reflection. Set aside moments in your day to connect with yourself and evaluate your experiences and feelings. Ask yourself when you felt connected to something greater than yourself, and which situations brought you a sense of peace, clarity, or even healing for others. Writing can be especially helpful in this process. Record moments when you experience strong intuition, deep empathy, or unusual spiritual experiences. By putting these experiences into words, you may begin to identify patterns and signs pointing toward your spiritual gifts, such as clairvoyance, empathy, or communication with the divine. Remain open to synchronicities. Synchronicities are those coincidences that feel too meaningful to be random. They are signs that you are aligned with the flow of the universe. If you begin to notice repeated synchronicities, such as recurring numbers, unexpected encounters with certain people, or the same message appearing from different sources, this may indicate that your spiritual gifts are awakening. These moments serve as guides, pointing you toward situations or people that can help you explore and develop your gifts further. When they occur, ask yourself what the universe may be trying to show you. Seek spiritual guidance. If you feel your gifts emerging but are unsure how to interpret or develop them, seeking spiritual guidance can bring clarity. This guidance may come through spiritual mentors, guides, or individuals who have experience with similar gifts. These guides can help you better understand your abilities, channel them constructively, and use them for the greater good. Sometimes we simply need someone who has already walked this path to help illuminate the way. Trust the journey. The discovery of your spiritual gifts is a personal process, and each person unfolds at their own pace. Do not be discouraged if your gifts do not manifest immediately or clearly. As you allow yourself to explore and trust your experiences, these gifts will become increasingly evident. Spiritual development may sometimes feel slow, but every step is meaningful. Consistent self-observation, meditation, and the pursuit of spiritual understanding will strengthen your connection to your gifts. Trust that what is divinely yours will reveal itself at the right time. Although spiritual gifts are often seen as powerful blessings and signs of a deep connection with the divine, they also come with a unique set of challenges. Carrying these gifts means living an intense experience that can be both enriching and emotionally demanding. The journey of the chosen ones is not always easy, and it is important to be prepared to face the obstacles that may arise along the way. One of the most common challenges among those who possess spiritual gifts is a profound sense of loneliness. Many chosen ones feel that their experiences are so unique that few people around them can truly understand them. This feeling of isolation often arises when they try to share their perceptions, intuitions, or visions, and others are unable to grasp the depth or meaning of these experiences. As a result, chosen ones may keep their gifts to themselves out of fear of being judged or misunderstood. However, this loneliness can also become an invitation to introspection and spiritual growth. In moments of solitude, it is possible to connect more deeply with one's inner self and with the divine, strengthening the spiritual journey. Another challenge is misunderstanding and criticism. Those who possess spiritual gifts frequently face skepticism, distrust, or even hostility from others. Some may view these abilities with disbelief, dismissing them as strange or unexplainable. This can create emotional barriers, leading to frustration and discouragement. When someone has gifts such as clairvoyance, heightened intuition, or the ability to communicate with the divine, it can be difficult to explain these experiences in a way others can accept or understand. As a result, many feel judged, which can discourage them from using their gifts openly. It is important to remember that these misunderstandings do not diminish the value of your gifts. They simply reflect that not everyone is prepared to engage with the spiritual or the unseen in the same way. There is also the pressure to use spiritual gifts responsibly. Possessing these gifts carries a great sense of responsibility, and many chosen ones feel an inner pressure to use their abilities for the benefit of others, or in a way that honors their connection to the divine. This can create emotional strain, especially when a person feels uncertain about how or when to act through their gifts. The fear of not living up to this responsibility can be paralyzing. In addition, chosen ones may feel they must always be available to help others, which can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. Those with healing gifts, for example, may feel compelled to constantly support others while neglecting their own needs and boundaries. Learning to balance the use of spiritual gifts with self-care is essential, and it is important to recognize that setting limits does not diminish the value of your calling. Emotional and energetic overload is another significant challenge. Spiritual gifts often come with heightened sensitivity, meaning chosen ones may absorb the emotions and energies of those around them more intensely. This can lead to emotional and energetic exhaustion, especially in environments filled with negativity or conflict. For those with strong empathic abilities, this can be particularly overwhelming as they experience others' emotions as if they were their own. This overload may manifest as extreme fatigue, difficulty concentrating, or even physical symptoms such as headaches or muscle tension. For this reason, it is crucial for chosen ones to learn energetic protection techniques and to recognize when it is necessary to step away from people or environments that drain their energy. Another difficulty lies in interpreting spiritual messages. Many chosen ones receive information through visions, intuitions, or symbolic messages that are not immediately clear. This can create uncertainty and self-doubt. For example, someone with clairvoyance may receive symbolic visions that require interpretation, while someone with strong intuition may sense that something is wrong without knowing exactly what it is or how to respond. This lack of clarity can be frustrating and may lead the chosen one to question the validity of their gifts. There is also an internal conflict between reason and spirituality. Chosen ones often struggle to reconcile their spiritual experiences with a society that prioritizes logic, science, and rational thought. Spiritual experiences may be dismissed as fantasy or illusion, creating an inner tension between what one perceives spiritually and what is socially accepted as real. This conflict can lead to insecurity and fear of fully embracing the spiritual path, out of concern about being seen as disconnected from reality. The true challenge lies in integrating both worlds, using spiritual gifts in a grounded and practical way while maintaining discernment and rational balance. Cultivating and using spiritual gifts is a journey that involves both responsibility and personal growth. For the chosen ones, developing these gifts is not merely about strengthening spiritual abilities, but about finding balance between the spiritual and the practical, using their capacities in constructive and positive ways. The first step on this journey is self-knowledge and acceptance. Understanding and embracing the fact that you possess unique gifts is essential for them to fully flourish. Many chosen ones face inner resistance, whether due to fear of judgment or personal insecurity. However, accepting these abilities as part of who you are is what allows true development to take place. Each gift is unique and manifests differently in each individual. Embracing this as part of your spiritual identity is fundamental to nurturing and expanding your spiritual gifts. To develop these gifts, it is important to adopt practices that strengthen your connection with the divine. Meditation, for example, is a powerful tool for quieting the mind and allowing your intuition to be heard more clearly. In addition, keeping a spiritual journal where you record intuitions, dreams, and significant experiences can help identify patterns and reveal important insights. Practices such as active listening and spending time in nature are also valuable for strengthening your energy and balancing your spiritual capacities. Being in harmony with nature helps ground your energy, providing a sense of balance and inner peace. Essential elements for the healthy development of spiritual gifts. It is also crucial to understand the importance of regularly cleansing your energy. This can be done through meditation practices or spiritual rituals that involve natural elements. For those who possess the gift of communication with the divine, cultivating this ability requires dedication and depth. Prayer and moments of silence are essential tools, as divine communication often involves listening more than speaking. Creating an inner space of stillness allows spiritual guidance to be received with greater clarity, opening both heart and mind to the wisdom the universe offers. When these moments are ritualized, using candles, crystals, or incense, the experience can become even more sacred. This reinforces the intention of connecting with the divine and makes the process deeply transformative. It is important to remember that although the spiritual journey is personal, it does not have to be solitary. Finding a community of like-minded souls with similar beliefs and experiences can be a powerful source of support and encouragement. Participating in spiritual groups, meditation circles, or spaces for shared reflection allows not only mutual learning but also relief from the challenges encountered along the path. Sharing your experiences with others who also possess spiritual gifts can bring clarity, comfort, and a strong sense of belonging, while encouraging continuous growth. Ultimately, we are all walking this path together, and the support of a community can be the key to overcoming the most difficult moments. Cultivating and consciously using spiritual gifts requires practice, patience, and above all, a deep commitment to the journey. By honoring these gifts with responsibility and wisdom, you allow them to flourish, transforming not only your own life, but also positively impacting everyone around you. When nurtured with intention and love, these gifts become a transformative force capable of illuminating the path of others and bringing healing and hope to the world. If you have made it this far, I want to know, have you ever had an experience with your spiritual gifts? Do you feel that you have a special connection with the divine? Share your experiences in the comments. It is always inspiring to read your stories and reflections, and it creates a space of unity among all who are on this journey of self-discovery. And if you know someone who could benefit from this message, do not hesitate to share this video. Sometimes a single word can transform a day, or even a life. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content about spirituality and the gifts of the chosen ones. And before you go, leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Let us create a current of positive energy, connecting our hearts and minds across the world.